Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Wimberg. For my first Learn at Lunch activity, I thought I might try the Atlantic County Library System and their ebooks because they have so many more than we have. And don't worry, if you don't have a library card, I'm going to show you how you can get one. But if you do have a library card, this is available right this second for you. So, first thing you need to do is get to the Atlantic County Library site. You can either search it on Google or you can just go to atlanticlibrary.org, and that's the website. So here I am, and I'm here. And the very first thing I want to tell you is there's a lot of different things to look at and things that they can give you access to just by looking over the main website. But I'm going to show you how to get a library card first in case you need one. So we'll really quickly go through that application process. So first thing you're going to do is go to At the Library, which is right over here on this End tab. You're going to go all the way down to Apply for a free library card, and you're going to click it. Now, this is a temporary 60-day card. You can make it permanent once the library opens back up by having mom or dad go in and show proof of residency, but you don't need that for right now. And you can sign up yourself. It doesn't have to be under your parents. So you can do your own. So you would come down and you would put your first name and your last name and your address and your city. And then you need an email address that is needed and a phone number. And the email address, you can say you want them to contact you by email. That can be your preference. And the email's where if you put a book on hold through the ebooks, it'll tell you it's in. And you can go to the site and get it. So the email is really important. Make sure you don't use the school one, the @GTPS one, because that's just to get into Google with. We don't really have you signed up for a Gmail account or anything like that. So use a real account, either your parents or your own that you have. All right, and then you're going to come down here. The preferred branch you're going to want is Galloway, and they're going to want you to select a 4-digit PIN. So something that you can remember could be the last 4 digits of your phone number, but if you change your number every once in a while, that's probably not the greatest thing. So pick a 4-digit number that you know, maybe your birthday, something. All right. You don't have to receive the newsletter, but it does have interesting things in it. You could do that. And definitely want to click this I'm not a robot. Sometimes it makes you do like pick out all the stop signs and things like that. And then you hit submit. Once you hit submit, it takes a few days, but they will email you, so check your email, to tell you that you have access to give you your account and your account number. And that's how you check out books. Okay? So let's go back to the top. For those of us who have our account right now, we can get in. And the way we're going to do that, there's other things on here, and I can go over that maybe a different day. But right now, I just want to show you how to check out an ebook. So the first thing I'm going to do is to come to this area with the little search, and I'm going to put in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You could put anything you want in. And I'm going to hit Search Library Catalog. Now, this is really not ebooks at this point. Right now, it's just all the different titles that are Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You can see this one's a DVD. This one is an ebook. There's some that are an audiobook, just listen to them. There's regular books. So in order to just get the ebook format, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to Digital Catalog. And once I select that, I'm going to hit Search. Now it will narrow my search down for me. So you will see here is one. There are many more. There's actually 4 pages worth. So some of these, this electronic one is an ebook. It's Adobe EPUB. That's one format. This is an audiobook that's still on there, MP3. Here's one that's a PDF. I suggest using HTML or a PDF form personally. I think they open right from the catalog and they're the easiest. Some of the other ones, they want you to open on Access 360 app. If you have that, that's fine. I use my iPad, and all of these open on my iPad because I have the Atlantic County Library app on my iPad, and that's how I use it. All of them open on that. But on the Chromebook, I've noticed that there are a couple of things that are a little more difficult. So you decide what's best for you. I'm going to come up here, and I am going to open this Adobe EPUB. So there's two versions of this you can preview or check out. I know that that's the one I want, so I'm going to check it out. Now, it gives me a few different things. I'm just going to choose HTML. I know that will open on here. If you have a Kindle reader, you could use a Kindle. The Adobe I haven't tried, but I'm sure that works too. I'm just going to check it out. Now, I'm already signed in. If you are not already signed in, the first thing it's going to ask you to do is to sign in. It'll give you a little screen, which you would just put your library number, card number, and your PIN. But for me, it opens right up. Here it is. And I can just click one side of the page, and here it is. And I can start reading. Now, let's say you get done. Now, just so you know, you can open 2 or 3 or 4 ebooks and be reading them. I don't know if you want to do that all at the same time, but you can check out more than one ebook at a time. So if you want to get a little book for your little brother, your little sister, or your cousin or something, you could do that. When you are done with it, one of the things I will tell you is it automatically checks itself in. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to get out of the book. I'm just going to X out. And I'm going to come back to my account. And one of the things it says is my library account. It says it here, and I think it says it up here somewhere. So I'm just going to go to my library account. Open it up, let you see it. So I have holds, checkouts, fines. And yes, I've been known to have a fine or two, so don't think I don't get away with that I get away with everything, because I don't. So here is my checkouts. Right now, I have one physical book out. I can't return it because the library's closed. I'll do that when they open again. But I do have some digital books checked out. And one of the ones I have checked out is right here. Actually, I have 2 versions of that book. Now, if I couldn't open it the other way, if it didn't open, I could come to this, and you'll notice they have a download. I could download it and open it that way. If I want to return a book, I go up here to the Return tab when I'm finished with it, and it says Make a Selection. So I am going to try Select All. Guess what? Only one of them did this. That's because depending on the book that you pick, it might belong to a digital collection they subscribe to. Now, Access 360, I noticed, it does not allow you to return it early. But this one, the Adobe, the HTML, Adobe, and the Kindle, it does allow you to. And you'll notice it's checked. And all I have to do is hit Return Item. It says Return Selected Items. Yes. And it returns these books for me. Now, these I checked out. I think it's a 2-week checkout. And you'll notice that these will be returned on May 4th. I don't have to do anything with digital books. With digital books, when the due date comes, they just disappear from your account and they go back into the collection. So you don't really have to do anything if you don't want to. Sometimes they give you a limit on these. So maybe Access 360 will only let you do 6 books. And sometimes then you do want to return a book or 2 before, if you're done with them, so you can get a new one. So just so you know, that is how it works. And everybody is entitled to do that. So boys and girls, that is the beginning of this. I want you to get out there. I want you to go on the Atlantic County Library site, and I want you to try it out for yourself. Okay? and start reading, because we have a lot of time and you can't spend all your time on a screen. So why don't you try a little bit of it reading a book, and maybe something that you would like too. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my presentation.